Hello students, I hope you are fine. This is my first class of 7th standard science. The first lesson deals with measurement. We know our daily life, we are buying so many things from markets, shops, etc. with the help of some amount of measurement. What are the measurements we are daily using? Just think about it. When you go for buying a cloth, for example buying an oil, fruit, vegetable, etc. So each and every time when we buy a thing, we need a measurement. This measurement is a fundamental thing in our daily life. It always have two things. One is magnitude, another one is unit. For example, in your book they given two things. When you go for buying a milk, we are ordering liters. When you go for vegetables, we are ordering in the form of kgs and kilos. Same thing when you are going to buy a cloth materials, that time you are using length, meter. So these mass, length, weight, temperature, everything is called physical quantities. So these are the very fundamental quantities of day-to-day life. This lesson deals with all the measurements what we are using daily in our life. Okay, this physical quantities is derived or classified into two types. One is fundamental quantity, another one is derived quantity. Fundamental quantities are the basic quantities, just like mass, length, weight, temperature, intensity of light, just like candela. So these are things are very fundamental in our life. So these are called as fundamental quantities. It having some units, so that units are called as fundamental units. For example, in our book they are giving Suresh walks 2 km per day. Okay, what is this? It's actually length, isn't it? We call it as distance, whatever, but basically it is a length. So the person who walks 2 km, so a starting point to ending point, he walks 2 km per day. So here this 2 is a magnitude value. So the number என்ன சொல்றோம் அப்படினு பாத்தீங்கன்னா magnitude அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம். This is called unit. Okay, so the kilometer is said to be unit. So fundamental units அப்படிங்கிறது the fundamental quantities குறிக்கிறதுக்கு இல்ல பயன்படுத்துறதுக்கு இல்ல அளக்கிறதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ற units தான் fundamental units சொல்றோம். இப்போ உங்க bookல பாருங்க ஒரு டேபிள் காலம் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Just read the thing. Can I check the book? There are 7 fundamental physical quantities in SI unit. SI unit means system of international units. So throughout the world ஒரே சிஸ்டத்தை வந்து ஃபாலோ பண்றாங்க. அத என்ன சொல்றோம் அப்படினா SI யூனிட் சொல்றோம். இது நம்ம 6th லயே படிச்சிருப்போம். இப்போ ஏன் SI யூனிட்ஸ் வேணும் அப்படினு பார்த்தோம்னா இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு முழம் பூ கொடுங்கன்னு வாங்குவோம். இதே மாதிரி ஒரு முழம் செயின் கொடுங்கன்னு வாங்க முடியுமா? இப்போ ஒருத்தரோட கை நீளமா இருக்கும், ஒருத்தரோட கை சின்னதா இருக்கும். அதே போல ஒரு ஃபீட் ஒரு அடி அளக்குறோம். அது பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொருத்தரோட லெக்ஸை பொறுத்து மாறும். இப்போ ஒரு ஜான் வச்சு எடுப்பாங்க. இதெல்லாமே ஒருத்தர் கையை பொறுத்து மாறும். இந்த மாதிரி மாறக்கூடாது அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக யூனிவர்சலா ஒரே நார்ம்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி ஒரே லென்த் யூஸ் பண்ண பார்த்தாங்க. அதான் நம்ம SI யூனிட் சொல்றோம். Here we have 7 fundamental quantities. Length it's measured by meter, m, mass, kilogram, time, seconds, temperature, Kelvin, electric current, ampere, amount of substance, mole, luminous of light intensity, it is candela. So these are the fundamental quantities and fundamental units. So they daily we are using these things. Next is called derived quantities. Okay, derived quantities are nothing but multiply or divide of fundamental quantities which giving us a derived quantities. Derived quantities, for example, we are giving area, capacity, volume, everything is an derived quantity. When you go for an area, we know the formula of square. We take a square, its area side is A. So all the sides are equal, that's why square. So area is equal to A into A. That means A square meter square units. So whenever we are seeing in a derived quantity, its unit also will change. When see here, when you go for a fundamental quantity, the length unit is meter, but for area it is meter square. So when you multiplying two lengths, we are getting area. Just like that, we have sums for the fundamental and derived quantities. Derived quantities, area, that is length into breadth, that is m into m, that is meter square. For volume, it is length into breadth into height, that is meter into meter into meter, that is meter cube. Speed is nothing but distance by time, that is m by s, that is ms minus 1. Electric current, charge is equal to electric current into time, that is a into s, that is coulomb. Next is density, that is mass divided by volume, that is kg divided by meter cube, that is kg m minus 3. Okay, we have a flow chart. Measurement. In this class we are studying about physical quantities. These physical quantities are divided into two types. One is fundamental quantity, another one is derived quantity. Fundamental quantities, we already saw 7 things. That means length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, amount of the substance, luminous. Again we have a measurement of long distance. Long distance by two items, that is astronomical unit and light year. For derived quantity, in this chapter we are studying about area, volume and density. Area, we are going to find out the area of a regular object and irregular object. Irregular object by means of graphical method. Volume, volume of regular object, volume of a liquid and volume of a irregular object. Irregular object is finding out with the method of Archimedes principle. Next is density. Definition of density and its unit. Now we are going to see about how to find out the area of an regular objects. So regular objects means a square, a rectangle, a circle or a triangle. So we are going to see about the area of these 4 objects with the help of a easy formulas. So for a square we know a into a, that means side into side, one side then another side. So go for rectangle, it is length into breadth. For a circle we know we need the radius. For the radius we can find out the area of the circle. Same thing for a triangle, we need its height and base. With the help of height and base we can find out the area of a triangle. Okay, now we go with one by one. First we are going to see the rectangle. Rectangle has length is 12, breadth is 4 meter. So this 12 meter and 4 meter is length, so it is a fundamental quantity. When you go for an area, that is a derived quantity. So the formula is L into B. So 12 into 4, then replace 48 meter square. So that is the area of the rectangle. So like that you can find out the square also. After this video lesson, at the end I giving 4 sums. Just you do the answers, work out the area of the shapes, then you give the answers in the comment section. Same thing, we already prepared a measurement video, full length video, 14 minutes. That also I giving a link in the description. Check it out, that also. Next, a circle. Circle as center. So the distance between a center to the edge is called radius. They are given 7 meter. So area, formula is pi r square units. So what is pi? It's nothing but 22 by 7. You have to put r 2 times. R square means 7 into 7. You cut 7 by 7. Now you have 154 meters square. So that is the area of the circle. So you can find out with the help of formulas. Very easy. Each and everything having their formula. Next we are going to see about triangle has a height and this is the base. Now we are having a triangle. Base is 6 meter, height is 8 meter. So this is the geometry of the triangle, which having a 8 meter height and 6 meter base. What is the formula of triangle's area? Half into area of a triangle is half into HB. H is equal to 8 meter. Then B breadth or base is equal to 6 meter. You can cut 24 meter square. So like that you can find out the area of the triangle. I giving 3 sums at the end. You can find out the answers and put it in the comment section. Next we are going to see about the area of an irregular shape. Okay, this is nothing but with the help of a graphical sheet. You know graph sheet? With the graph sheet, we know it's major lines. Each line is again subdivided into 10. Inside we have 10 lines. Again we have 10 lines. So like that we having a graph sheet is there. Using this graph sheet you can find out the area of a irregular shapes, just like a leaf. When you keep a leaf here, how many areas is covered by the leaf is actually the area of the leaf. Okay. If you cut this graph sheet, so actually we are not cutting, just draw this diagram, and we are counting the number of squares, small squares. How many squares are inside the area of the graph sheet? That is the actually area of the irregular shape. So like that we can find out the area of a irregular shape and area of a regular shape. Next class we are going to see about how to find out the capacity and density and long distance, just like astronomical units and light year, at the next class. So now I am giving 3 sums. Just go through the sums and write your answer in the comment with your name and your class. I hope this is useful for you. This is our first science class. Further classes will be coming soon. So just subscribe our channel. Then you comment your name and you say class without fail in the comment section. Same thing, put your answer also. Thank you.